Imagine, we're in a civilized Western country where, for some reason, carrying a weapon for self-defense is a big no-no. I mean, it's kind of ironic, right? We've got the bad guys roaming around with guns and knives, looking like they just stepped out of an action movie, while we, the good folks, are left defenseless. It seems like a game where the rules only apply to the players who actually follow them. Picture this. A violent thug or gangster thinks he's the king of the block, while we're left to play the role of the victim. And if we dare to defend ourselves, well, let's just say, if we happen to survive it, we probably end up in a courtroom with more legal troubles than the actual criminal. How's that for a plot twist? But hold on, there's a silver lining here. We might not be able to carry around common types of weapons and use them legally, but we can use their substitutes, and legally, there are ways to use tools, what would be improvised weapons, or even make items. These are what I like to call environmental weapons. It's any object, condition, or ploy inherent in our immediate surroundings that we can use as a defensive or offensive aid to survival. What weapons to use depends on our creativity, the circumstances of the conflict, and the options available to us. Of course, main thing is our awareness and stone-cold attitude. Who knew survival could be so creative? Now, I know what you're thinking. What about pepper spray, or tasers, or other defensive tools from shops? Sure, those are great and effective tools. But, let's be real. When trouble strikes, it rarely gives us advance notice. Trouble strikes unexpectedly, and we might not have time to dig around in our bag for our trusty pepper spray, or pull out our taser, switch it on, and touch it to the concrete body part of our attacker. That's why we need to stay alert and use what's around us. In the future, I'm planning to whip up a video where I'll share some more tips and tricks about these improvised weapons. I might not be able to offer you some flashy, fancy moves, but I'll definitely give you the lowdown on how to think outside the box and use everyday items for your defense. But at first, let's arm ourselves with creativity and awareness. The goal here is to boost our chances of staying safe without turning our lives into a serious drama. That's all for today, fam. Stay tuned for the next video. See you soon.